Now we're going to go over adding and subtracting rational expressions. And a really important concept for adding and subtracting these rational expressions is knowing a least common multiple, an LCM of your fractions. You've used LCMs before, but in that case your denominator was always some sort of integer or whole number. Here, our denominators have variables. So we need to find the least common multiple of these expressions. I'm just going to take one from each row, but if you want to practice the other ones, I'll put the answers in the description box of this video. In number 1, we have 1 over x plus 5 and 1 over x minus 4. Neither of the denominators have anything in common in terms of the factor. So to figure out the least common multiple, whatever the denominator is of the second term, I'm going to multiply that to the first term. And I'm going to multiply the denominator of the first term to the second term. So then my least common multiple here is going to be x plus 5 times x minus 4. We'll get into what that looks like in the entire fraction, but this is the least common multiple. In this second one, my denominators are 2 times x minus 5 and x minus 5. Both of the terms have an x minus 5. The one on the left has a 2, but the one on the right doesn't. So I'm going to keep that 2 with it in my LCM, which is going to be 2 times x minus 5. In number 3, we've got denominators of x minus 4 and x minus 5, as well as x minus 4 and x plus 1. The first fraction is missing the x plus 1, and the second fraction is missing the x minus 5. So our LCM here is the product of all of those factors: x minus 4, x minus 5, and x plus 1. In number 4, neither of the denominators have anything in common, so the LCM is just the product of those two factors, 3x minus 4 and x plus 2. In number 5, we have 3x squared and 9xy. The things they have in common are a 3 and an x. I could take a 3 and an x out of both of these denominators. But the right side also has an extra 3 and an extra y, and the left side has an extra x. So I want to include every single thing. So my LCM is 9x squared y. Again, I'll have the LCMs of all of these in the description box.